Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you're all doing well. New smile on the face of all Juventini, finally, because we were depressed. Let's be honest, we were super depressed after Friday's performance. It was a disaster versus Fiorentina. I am still super sad about what happened. Guys, Atalanta just lost versus Fiorentina. They lost 1-0. Gasperini, the trainer of Fiorentina, received a red card finally because I was slightly but surely starting to be really bored and annoyed by his disgusting behaviors. Guys, we'll talk about Fiorentina versus Atalanta, but especially about Juventus, also giving you a medical update because in a few days there will be Villarreal Juventus. Without some key players for Juve, we will not see the offensive trio of Vlahovic, Dybala and Morata because one key player will miss that game. Guys, let's go back to Atalanta versus Fiorentina in the home of Fiorentina. Guys, we have to speak about it. What happened? I will tell you that Atalanta lost 1-0 with a goal of Piatek. Boom. Am I happy? Yes, absolutely yes. Some people were saying, why are you supporting Fiorentina, Beppe? Because we know that Fiorentina is always disgusting with Juventus. I will tell you one thing. If I supported Fiorentina, it's because of one reason. I don't like any team in Serie A except of Juventus. But if the result of the other teams can influence positively the journey of Juventus towards that top 4 or whatever position from top 4 to top 1, I am happy. I am happy as ever because what is important for Beppe and for all the Juventini is that Juventus go as far as possible. Should we go there with our own strengths? Absolutely yes. Should we have won versus Atalanta? Absolutely yes, but we didn't. We did a draw. We did a draw also versus Torino after a disgusting performance. Do you remember the words of Allegri that is massively criticized at the moment? He said, you know, it's better 1 point than 0 point because at the end it's a journey. It's a lot of journey where you have to accumulate points, and these points will be precious probably at the end of the season. So let's go and see what will happen today. We have to admit that after Atalanta losing versus Fiorentina, Juventus is taking the benefits of the point that they had in Torino. Guys, today Atalanta is at -3 of Juventus, so we are winning 1 point versus the Black and Blues, which is great. Don't forget they have 1 game in hand. At the moment, the ranking between the 4th and 5th place is Juventus with 47 points, and then you have Atalanta with 44. Again, 1 game in hand for Atalanta, so if they win that game that they have to recuperate, they will be at 47, and again, then it will be only in the hands of Juventus. Will Juventus be able to win all the games until the remaining of the season? Maybe yes, but really difficult. I told you that this season would have been a roller coaster of emotions, but also a roller coaster of result. 1 game that we win, 2 games that we win, and then maybe we will stop when we are not thinking that we can stop. Like for example, the game versus Torino. Guys, for the people that wrote a lot of messages for my father is doing a lot much better. Thank you for all the really beautiful comments in the last videos thinking about my father, being worried about his health. Thank you. He appreciated. He said also thank you to all the people that thought about me. So thank you for all the likes and everything that you have put to the video. Thank you. Now let's speak a bit about Atalanta Fiorentina. In the home of Fiorentina, 1-0 with a goal of Piatek. Deserved, absolutely yes. Italiano, the coach of Fiorentina, did an amazing job in dominating absolutely that first half, even if again not the first time Atalanta is a disgusting team in terms of doing fouls. After 45 minutes, 15 fouls from Fiorentina. 15 fouls from Atalanta, while Fiorentina had only 4. So a really aggressive team that apparently the referees are letting go. They are letting them play, and if Atalanta wants to make fouls, apparently in Serie A, they let them do. It's totally different in Champions League or in UEFA League, where it's totally different in Europe, because when they are aggressive like that, they receive the yellow card and then they calm down. When did Atalanta calm down? Versus the end of the first half, when they received 2 consecutive yellow cards, Demiral for example, and then they started to think, because they know that the second yellow card would have said red card at home and you miss the next game. Atalanta that will play versus Sampdoria the next game again without this time Demiral. Why? Because too much yellow cards at a certain moment, so he will miss that game. Without the coach Gasperini, that is always complaining about every single thing, always saying that his team is not protected enough, and then you see the game, you see a total different story. He was complaining again on the sideline of the pitch, while I don't know, understand, probably because they cancelled him a goal, probably the kind of goal that we were also pissed off. You remember the first game of the season when they cancelled it to Cristiano Ronaldo, that probably 3-2, that probable win versus Udinese that took away from Juventus, and we remain with 1 point. 1 point that Gasperini was not able to take today versus Fiorentina. It is what it is. I don't remember an Allegri going that crazy. He accepted it and we move on. What a team like Atalanta was not able to do. So it's over with the big beautiful Atalanta. It is what it is. Guys, today Juventus has a new hope, and it will depend again on us. Will we be able to beat the next opponent, starting with Empoli, yes or no? But first, we have to focus on Champions League. We know how important Champions League is. We know that we have some injuries. Rugani, 10 days out. He did his medical test today, 10 days out. He will not be there in Spain. He will not be able to play that Champions League list, and we know that we needed him because only De Ligt is 100% fit in our center backs. The last time we played with Alexandro, that didn't do a great game, but he also didn't do that much of a disaster, even if the goal, maybe it's a percentage is on him. We know it. It is what it is, guys. Let's see who will play in that center of defense. Maybe it will be Danilo with De Sciglio on the right and Alexandro on the left to have some stability. We know that Danilo already did that role. Who knows? Maybe Zaccaria taking that role, what I don't believe, but you never know in life. But one thing is sure, we will not play with our 3 men in the front. Why? Because Dybala, there is nothing really serious, so there is no muscular problem, but he has that slight injury that will taking away for 10 days from Juventus, so he will miss Villarreal and he will probably also miss Empoli game. Matthias Soulé has not been called up for the under 23 that are playing at the moment as we speak, because he's training with the first team, because he will be called up in the first team for Champions League. His Champions League debut, at least on the bench. Why? Because we knew that the young players, they need to have 2 years in the young academy, Youth Academy, to be actually able to be called up for the Champions League list. Matthias Soulé will be there. Super happy for him, sad for Dybala, but guys, it's something that it's not the first time that happens with Paulo Dybala. Dybala, a lot of times he has been injured before the big games that counted. Look at the stats from the last season. He missed so many games. Lyon last year, but we are also speaking about Ajax. We are speaking about a lot of games in the important and decisive moment in Champions League where he is not there because of form, because of injuries, because of technical choices. One or the other, call them, but he's not there. And one time more will not be able to count on Paulo Dybala. Paulo Dybala, vice captain, not there. Chiellini, captain, not there. Who will be with the armband? We will discover it. Let's see. But the important is to win versus a Villarreal that is doing super great this season in Spain. So we have to pay attention. It's not said that we will win, but I'm expecting a big game of Juventus. Guys, this was it for me. Again, a new hope for Juventus, but it will depend all of us. If we are not able to win versus Villarreal, it will be really hard because we have a second game at home, but then it will be really hard. And then if we are not able to win versus Empoli, the gift that Fiorentina gave us after giving us Vlahovic, selling us for a lot of million, then it will be a big problem, because then it's our own responsibility. These kind of gifts, you don't receive them that much in the season, so it's the moment to take advantage of it. Thank you. Forza Juve. Ciao.